to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Cincinnati Bearcats. And the Bearcats will put total leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? A designed run for the quarterback. Fights off a defender. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Here's the handoff. And some room to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's moving out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called it, it was a big game.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The Bearcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Makes the grab. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Pocket breaking down. Keeps it and gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. A hand to the running back. And the ball's free behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That is how you start a drive. You need the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
He's got great speed. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball.
Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Buys a little extra time. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Sticking it in the end zone here. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Michigan! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
Oh, he's got some space.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. But now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and close it.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Using his legs, it's Marshall.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
From the gun on third down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Pulled and finds his man on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Underwood. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties in line downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellows, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. The run to the left. Finds a little space. Plows through the defense. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Slithers into space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down coming up. The handoff to Johnson. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. The give on the option. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got him in 3rd and long, right where you want him. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now, getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Finding open areas. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going forward in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The screen. He can go. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Safe completion on the screen. He's able to get it out to the 25 and needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Down and the screen didn't quite convert. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completion. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside big. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing.
Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The screen, and watch out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the ball comes to rest right there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And the Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Just needed 3 yards on third down, and they got it with precision execution.
And the QB got the football and got that thing out of his hands. Nice job, nice slant, nice timing route, throw it to the receiver, get it on his body where he can make the play and get the first down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Right back to it. Got a little space. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough. Cross the line and pick up the first down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Really good coverage by this defense. It's hard to play that slant route. These big bodies, wide receivers that are coming in, it's a timing throw with the quarterback, but nice job getting his hands on the receiver, making it hard for him to catch it and batting the football down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. Man, they needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Right back to the well. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Morgan. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Hayes. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Power football with the run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
4th down coming up.
He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. They'll run for it. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. That had all the makings of a pick six, and it just turned into a completion.
Oh, man, you throw that out route, you're sitting there, you're waiting on it, you get your hand on it, and they still complete it. Man, that could have been a huge play for the defense, but instead, the offense gets the completion.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Kinsey. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incomplete.
Now quarterback goes down. The defense bringing the heat on fourth down to force the turnover on down. There is a flag on the field, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's against the offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. Let's go. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Might as well give it to him again. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He'll run it again. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Scanning the field is Kinsey. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw